What's up, y'all? Hope y'all had a great day today. It's your man, Chris Dunbar. A little under the weather. We'll get into that here shortly. So it's Friday, getting ready to start a 3-day weekend. Of course, we got some new Q posts today. And this one really struck me because it's crazy. I had this talk with my daughters not too long ago when we were discussing the virus in the car. I talk to my kids. Parents, if you're not talking to your kids, you're missing out, number one. And number two, if you're not talking to your kids, somebody else is. And 9 times out of 10, that somebody probably isn't somebody you want talking to your kids or giving them advice. Like a lot of these teachers we got out here today. Not all of them. Don't get mad. Not all of you are bad teachers, but there's some of you don't have no business even teaching a dog a new trick. Okay? Let's just keep that real. But if you're not talking to your kids, you're missing out. And number two, society. Somebody else is talking to them. Parents, it's our job. It is our job to point out and teach them about the real world that they live in. And what you see on TV, it's not your friend. Anyway, so we were talking about death. Of course, we're talking about the virus. And I'm telling my kids, death is a part of life. Death is a part of life. If you spend your life worrying about dying, you're missing the whole point. I'm not sitting here again. I've said this many times. I'm not beating my chest, but I don't fear death. If I feared death like I used to, because I used to have anxiety really bad, and I had a drinking problem, and I had a pill problem, and I didn't have God in my life problem. And I was so afraid of this, that, and the other, paranoid. I witnessed death. I've seen violence. I've seen a lot of things, and it made me worry about my life, my future, about not being here, and fearing death. Fear in general is a liar. That's what the devil does. That's how he gets you. If I can make you afraid to live your life, I can manipulate you wherever I want to. I can manipulate you. I can lie to you. I can deceive you through fear. And I was telling my kids, God gave us this book. Number one, this is right here. And I wish this is something I would have learned a long time ago. Like if you'd have told me 4 years ago that I would have a Bible and actually took the time to put tabs on it and actually read the word, I would have told you were crazy. I'd have laughed in your face. I would have laughed in your face. And guess where my life was going? Nowhere. Thinking about suicide on the daily sometimes, depression. I was alone. I pushed everybody away from me. You name it, I did it. Was not living a good life. This book, this is our roadmap. You live in an evil world. Okay, number one, you live in an evil world. This book right here is your roadmap to guide you around the evil while maintaining that moral compass you have, that spirit inside of you that wants you to do good, that wants you to not let this is the most powerful weapon God gave you, that wants you to not let this usurp the spirit. That book is your roadmap to guide through this world, to keep to maintain that moral compass. And I lost that. A lot of us fall off. We fall off. Everybody says, why did this is the life God had planned for me? No, it's not the life that he had planned for you. It's not even remotely close to the life he had planned for you. The life he has planned for you is beautiful, and it's good, and it's love, and it's just a good life, man. That's all I can say, man. It's love. It's a life without hate, without the evil of this world. He has a beautiful life planned out for you. God has a plan for everybody. But see, this world doesn't want us to fulfill that plan. There are evil people in this world. They want to do everything they can to pull us off of that path. Okay? To harvest that soul, to take control of that mind. And it leads us in a direction that God did not have intended for us. When bad things happen, why did God let this happen? How do you know it was God? First of all, we make choices. We live in a society that says we can make whatever choice we want and then blame it on somebody else when things don't work out. Instead of having some self-awareness that I screwed up. But see, what the devil does is once he takes you off that path, once you make those mistakes, once you make those bad choices, he tells you you'll never be good again. So why try be better? Why try and be better? That's what he says. He says, why even try? You've already done it. You've already screwed up. You've already done what he didn't want you to do. So you might as well just keep on doing it. You'll never be clean again. You can never be a good person after. And I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. I'm not going to get emotional. I'm going to do my best because, we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes and we fall off his path, and the devil tells us we can never get back up again. And I'm here to tell you, you can. You can more than you even know that you can. And that he loves you and that he wants the best for you and he doesn't want you to suffer, man. Trust me, I know. I know. Like, he's got a good life for you. And, but you got to meet him halfway. And you can't make excuses, and you can't say you're not going to do things again and that with your fingers behind your back and then go and do that same thing again. You can't do that stuff. When you come, you better come correct, man. You better come correct because he knows what's in your heart. He knows what's in your heart. So yeah, I try not to get emotional. I don't care. You know what I think crying is your body's way of cleansing the soul, man. And you're talking to somebody, I would never show emotion, man. Nah. Not like this. Ain't no shame in my game, man. So that's what the devil does. And that's why so many people stay in that perpetual cycle of just agony and depression and he is attacking our kids right now, man. Our kids are screwed up because parents, we fell asleep at the wheel. Me included. We were asleep at the wheel for so long. And society was out here raising our kids, man. And they're screwed up. And I'm telling you, now I know what I know and see what I can see. I'm pissed as a parent. I am pissed at these people, man, what they've tried to do to our children. I'm disgusted and I'm mad, but I'm taking it to God, and I know God is in control. And that this younger generation, the ones that are starting out high school or still in, these kids, they're going to be safe. Some of them, your parents, y'all are you're crazy. I'm not going to talk bad about you. I pray for you. I pray for a lot of you because evil has got you. It has got you in its grasp, man. And I was there. So I'm not sitting here talking about some beating my chest. I was there. And it's not a pretty place. When you're in the dark, it is ugly, man. It is ugly. And when you're not there, you are so thankful that God took the time to pull you out of it. Man, I didn't even intend for this to be an emotional video, man. I'm just spitballing here because I see these numbers, man. And I see the devil using fear and it pisses me off, man. I'm telling you people right now, I'm telling everybody that he wants you to stay in this place, and it is not a good place to be. It's ugly and it's full of addiction and everything, and it's horrible. And you can come out of it. You can come out of it, but you have to admit that you were dirty. You can't be clean if you can't admit that you were dirty, if you can't be afraid to tell everybody what you've done. I've done so much wrong, man. You know, I've never like physically harmed anybody, you know, but emotionally, and I just wasn't a good, you know, I was like overly mean, but I wasn't a good person, man. I wasn't a good person. I wasn't living a good life. And I was wondering why it was the way it was, why it was bad, and why my kids didn't want to spend time around me. Yeah. Kids are a blessing, man. They are a blessing, an absolute blessing. And being a father is probably the greatest. It is. It's what God had intended for me, to be a dad, to be a really friggin' good dad. But anyway, so back to the original. I got off on a tangent. It is what it is, man. That's raw. That's raw. I'm talking to my kids in the car, and we're talking about death and, you know, the virus. And I'm trying to explain to them that death is a part of life. It is what, you know, and just don't fear it. When that time comes, you're going to a better place. You're going to a better place. Don't seek out death. God wants you to, there's reason you're here is to have an experience, man, and to learn, to prepare you for what's next. And don't be afraid of death. Don't be afraid to die. Don't go seek it out, but when that time comes, it's a natural part of life, but that's what the devil does. He wants you to be afraid of it. He wants you to be afraid because he wants you to not know what's on the other. See, the fear of the unknown, that's how he gets you. I know where I'm going. I know. I'm a supernatural being having a life experience, man. And I know where I'm going. So that's what it is. And before President Trump, man, before your whole election just opened my eyes, man, and made me realize a lot of things about this world. And whether you know it or not, you helped me out. A lot, man. And anyway, you helped me out a lot. That's why I'm voting. You know, not to get off another tangent, that's why I'm voting for this man. I ain't never voted in my life. Never saw the point in it because I knew our government was evil, man, and corrupt. And then that man, you're my king of Quan, dude, for real. Dang. So yeah, first time voting. I'm gonna vote for that man. He has no idea. He has no idea how much his election helped me. Anyway, so I'm telling him about death, and you know, the devil wants us to be afraid, and that's how they get us. Don't be afraid to live your life, people. Don't let this virus control you. I'm with you, Prez. That's what they want. They want us afraid. So here we have numbers, and I brought this number up to my kids. I said, you know, 2.8 million, roughly on average, 2.8 million people die. 2.8 million people die a year in this country on average from every car accidents, flu, you know, heart attacks, everything, because death is a part of life. People die in automobiles. It doesn't make us afraid to drive. Some people, if you want to be that afraid, go ahead, man. But not me. People are afraid to fly. I mean, come on, man. Death, if it's your time, it's your time. So I'm telling them 2.8 million people die. So Q points this out today. Shows the death. 2017, 2,813,503. I had a brain fart there for a minute. And then 2018, 2,839,000. 2019, 2,855,000. 2020 to right now, we got 2.1 million deaths. Do that math. Just do the math. Okay? We're in the middle of a pandemic. All right? We're being told we're in the middle of a pandemic, a virus that is going to kill you. Right? We got 2 weeks of Chinese propaganda, people seizing in the street. We got all of that. So when they hit here, we be afraid. And they got y'all out here wearing masks, man. Fear. Seeing that mask, it automatically makes you think up here. Fear. Induces fear. Fear everywhere. Fear, 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 fear. So if we're in the middle of a pandemic, we're on average to have less deaths this year than the past 3. Do that math. Do the math. If we're in the middle of a deadly pandemic, how are we looking like we're going to have less deaths this year, than we had the past 2 in 2018 and 19? Don't worry, I'll wait. Do the math. Was this ever about a pandemic? Or was it all about the election? I think you know the answer to that. Liberals know the answer to that. They just don't want to admit it. Come out of that place, man. It says in the book of Revelation, come out of her. God is coming. Okay? Call me crazy, whatever you want to. I don't care. God is coming. He's coming back. He's giving you a window right now. And he's telling you, you're going to have to pick a side. God's telling you right now, you got to pick a side. You can't. One thing, I don't know how anybody can call themselves a Christian and be for the party that wants to kill babies up to 9 months. Hey, buddy. Hi. You just barged right up in here, didn't you? My dog. Hey, bud. Then can you go shut the door? I'm recording. That is a no. I will be right back. Hold on. Move. Oh, anyway. Bro. Hi. What? Hi, what is wrong? I don't know what's gotten in here. All right, go downstairs. What is wrong with you? I love this guy. This guy saved my life too, man. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, go. Stop. Lay down. Look, you can be in here, but you need to calm down. Or go downstairs, bro. Go. Shoot. Man. The dog is crazy. He's crazy. So anyway, no, it was about the election. I don't even know where I was now. Dog ruined my train of thought. Anyway, I guess we're going to end it here because I felt like I was getting ready to go somewhere. Again, some deep... Oh, come out of it. There we go. I'm telling you. God's giving you a window right now. Come out. Come out. You're going to have to pick a side, but I don't know how anybody can call themselves a Christian and vote for a party that's down with killing babies at 9 months. Basically, you could be birthed. If that baby ain't crowned yet, they're all about just ending its life. That's murder. Child sacrifice is how I view it. These people worship a different God than you do. I'm dead serious. They worship a different God than you do. Anyway, I don't know, man. I guess I'm done ranting, but y'all need to open your eyes, man. They're using fear. The devil's got one weapon. It's fear. You gotta wake up. You gotta come out of it, man. That's all I can say. I'm gonna keep praying for you. But I'm just telling you, man, I'm voting for Donald Trump, man, because I see a man that cares about life, and I see people that don't. That they think you're cattle. They think you're stupid is what they think you are. And don't be stupid. Don't be. Be better. We can all be better. Black, white, it doesn't matter. Color doesn't matter. I've told this to a million people. We don't care. Nobody cares. People in MAGA that support Trump, we don't care what color your skin is. These people do. That's what they use. They use victimhood. They tell you you're never going to be anything more than the color of your skin. It's disgusting. Democrats are these people are disgusting. It's not all Democrats. There's dirty everybody, man. Anybody that uses race as a means to divide us, they're evil people. Period. Full stop. They're evil people. I don't like those kind of people either, because we're all children of God. Last time I checked, we all breathed oxygen. We all had the same organs inside our body. We all bleed the same blood, man. You're a child of God. I'm a child of God. Okay? Humanity. That's what we care about. That's what I care about. That's what most people I know that support the president, that's what they care about. Humanity. And I look at a man, it talks about sacrifice. Let me finish with that. It talks about sacrifice in the Bible. Like, when you do something out of your own heart, or sacrifice, it's the one thing you can do. One of the many things you can do, self-sacrifice. I see a man in our president that gave up a $1 billion lifestyle. He didn't have to. And they want you to think that he did it illegally and ill-gotten. Meanwhile, you have people in our government making $190,000 a year that are worth over $100 million, $200 million. How does that? Most of Congress are millionaires. Why can't you people see this? And they get up there and do nothing, absolutely nothing for their paycheck, but worry about getting reelected. And you got a man that gave all of that, gave up his lifestyle to come and work for free, to get shit talked about him 24/7, and his family for free for you, because these people are evil. He gave all that up to help us. To help us. He gave up a lot of people, they like their money. I like my money. I don't want the government to have my money. I work hard for mine. I don't want them to have my stuff. Okay? They aren't entitled to my shit, but they think they are. They're not entitled to my stuff, man. I mean, I'll help out where I can. I'll pay my tax. I like for roads and whatever. Yeah, absolutely. But you're taking my money and you're giving it to other people in the world that didn't work for it, and I did. And he wants to give me more of my money back, and you guys have a problem with that. No, the people that don't work have a problem with that. The people that don't want to work have a problem with that. The people that want to be a victim all the time have a problem with that. The people who have made bad choices and want to blame somebody else have a problem with that. I don't like those kind of people. Sorry, not sorry. I wish they would do better. Anyway, I'm going to end with that. Donald Trump, keep up the fight, sir. We're with you. And parents, talk to your kids, man. Talk to your kids. If they can't respect God and their family, they're not going to respect anybody or anything, man. And we got to fix that, parents. We got to fix that. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. We got to teach our kids that they are responsible for every decision they make. Every decision you make in life has consequences. Yep. And being a selfish person, not living a goodly life, being evil comes with consequences. Heck, even serving God sometimes comes with consequences. It is what it is. I'll make that sacrifice. But we got to teach our kids that they are responsible for their actions. We all are. I've made a lot of mistakes and tried to blame them on other people. Disgusting. Anyway, talk to your kids, parents. Please. Please. And we got to get these people out of the government, man. They're evil. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all have a great weekend. Sorry I ran into Raven a little bit, but this your man, Chris Dunbar, and I'm out. Have a good long weekend, peeps. This thing.